Hello, konnichiwa. Hello everyone, welcome. Welcome my snowbats to the stream. Hi. I'm here. I'm back. Kind of. I hope. I mean, physically I am. Howdy partner. Hello Sankbob, welcome. Hello Con, hello. Confused, welcome. So last week there was nothing at all. I went right silent. Sorry about that. I would have told you guys, but then you know, nothing surprising. I was very busy. I'm finally on finals. And it's awful. You left us to starve. You have enough food. There are hold on. There are 473 videos on my channel and I doubt you've watched all of them. There are more than 100 streams and there are more than like 200 videos covers something. You have plenty of food. Don't you worry. I bet you haven't. Anyway, so yeah, it's been crazy, but not in a fun way. At least when it comes to uni, it's been crazy, but not in a fun way. You know how sometimes there are professors that you never get why they are teaching when they clearly don't want to do that, and they're just screwing their students over with their weird what's the word for it, contradictions I guess, and and the things they ask for, but anyway. Also, if it makes you feel better, I spent 4 days straight studying for my finals. I mean, kind of. It's more about, like, in my case, we don't really do exams. It really depends on the teacher, but so far in my 4 years, we've never done an exam, like an actual one, aside from like my entry exam, of course. But what was he saying? Oh yeah, but it's more about like final projects. Angry Leo. Angry Leo. Wait. I have her right here. Hold on. Yeah. That's how I was feeling yesterday. I think I actually shared like a meme of it on Instagram or something. But yeah, it's more about like final projects, and you know, it's a lot. It's what transpired in the past 2 days was a lot, and it's still a lot. But at least it's almost over. Stop copying my default face. No, I don't think I will. And as you can see, I've been so busy that I haven't been able to change the calendar back there. I should have done that as soon as the month changed, but I have not had the time to draw the new one. Probably should have when I was drawing the room, but meh. Who cares? At least for now. I do intend to change it. Before June at least, or something. Or if not, then until June. I mean, we're only like 2 or 3 weeks away from June at this point. Time flies. It's weird. Anyway, but aside from that, I was also away during the weekend. And for obvious reasons I didn't tell you guys, but I was away during the weekend because, you know, it was Mother's Day. And I went to visit the family. It was fun. It was good. I got to ride a horse twice, and then my loins hurt like hell, and my bones as well. But it was fun. And then the horse would like gallop when like unprompted, and I would be like, stop. You're hurting me. Yeah, horses are real. I saw them. I took a picture with them, but I'm not gonna show it to you guys. But yeah, I got to ride on a horse. My little cousins as well. It was mostly because my little cousins were there, and they always like to ride the horses. And it was something that I used to do as well as a kid, but it had been such a long time, and it's not always fun. Especially when the horse starts galloping unprompted. But the same was fun. It was pretty chill. I got burnt by the sun. I got exposed a little too much to the sun. Everything has been too hot around here lately. I mean, houses here don't usually have ACs, so imagine my surprise when I go to my grandma's and she only has like 2 fans, which are in the bedrooms because of course you are in a sauna at night. And you're just, you know, you're just sitting there, and all of a sudden you're like sweating a river because it's too hot outside and inside and everywhere. So that's been the least fun part so far about life. I think right now we're at like 32 degrees Celsius, which it's already a lot. Used to be the limit, but now I think the other day we almost got to 38, which is insane, and I hate it. And I've been to Texas, but at least in Texas they have AC. I don't. I have a fan that propels hot air most of the time. um and that's that. I'm at work. Are you sure you should be watching this then? Aren't you like handling probably machinery or something? I don't know what your job entails. I know it's engineering related because you talked about it on the server, but I don't know what exactly it entails. So I hope you don't get it. If you are handling like dangerous objects, please don't get too distracted. If you lose a finger, I won't take responsibility for it. But yeah, so I got like I guess I got what you guys wanted, which was like a small break because I left everything ready before I left for that trip with my family. I left everything ready when it came to like uni things, because I left I think on Thursday evening, and then I came back at like late night Sunday already, Monday. I don't know, I was like home at like 1 a.m. or something. But yeah, I'm just checking my chat because sometimes it freezes. I don't know why. You know how YouTube has been a little bit weird lately. So no, I just deal with the plans. Plus the project doesn't actually start till next week, so we're just vibing. Okay, good, good. Because I don't want to take responsibility for any lost fingers or any other body parts. Except for the kneecaps. Those I always steal. Those are mine. By becoming a snowbat, your kneecaps are automatically mine and I can snatch them whenever I feel like. Fun fact. Anyway. So yeah, I guess I got a small break because I left everything done, so I did zero work while I was there because... Oh, that's interesting. I saw it before you deleted it. It is now a part of the internet. Neat. Anyway, so why do you only take mine? I've taken others before. Don't you remember my Twitter post? I snatched Ibra's, I snatched Hannah's, I snatched Akumi's, I haven't snatched Sodu's, now that I think about it. But then again, those are metal, they're not bone. What good would metal kneecaps? I guess I could use them as armor. Maybe. An interesting thought for later. I don't remember if I've taken Confused. I don't think so. Yet. But you're the easiest to snatch like kneecaps from, so that's why you're like my reliable source of kneecaps. Very effective knee pads, exactly. So yeah, back to the topic. I guess I took a very small break because I didn't do anything. I did take my laptop with me, but I didn't really take it out because I had no reason to, since I don't have any of my editing programs or anything there because it can't support any of that anymore. I should probably think in maybe investing in a new one, but I would rather invest on the new PC instead first. Because they're like a good laptop is about the same price, if not like a little more expensive than an actual than like a desktop PC, a tower. But yeah, so I didn't really take it out because I had no reason to. I had no homework to work on at the time, and so I just vibed for the weekend. My sleep schedule did not get fixed. It got better slightly, but did not get fixed. It's slowly melting back into the weird state it was already in because I go to sleep early, but then I stay awake. Like I just lay in bed for like 2 hours before I am actually able to sleep. And I've also been like waking up in the middle of the night for some reason. Insomnia is like hitting hard, but I think that might have to do more with like finals stress and everything, because next week is the final week. So, yep. All in all, this week is a little like slightly more chill when it comes to like projects and all of that, so that's good. I already did some work ahead, so we're good. So that's why I programmed like the streams for the next 3 days, because I know I can stream for that, even if it's just for like an hour or so. Relax, relax. Soon. Like, it's been so while with uni that I think I made a post on Twitter saying like, as soon as the semester's over, I'm just gonna play Genshin for like 2 days straight as my way, even though Genshin also stresses me out a bit sometimes, as my way to like let off steam and chillax, my small break, because man, I am exhausted. And I say 2 days because I am very behind, as you can probably tell, with channel stuff. Like streaming, I can sneak in from time to time. There are weeks like last week where I couldn't really stream at all because there were a lot of things going on. But all in all, it's easier to like sneak in time for that than it is for channel stuff recently, because everything is more produced now. And I guess that is in a way my own fault, but at the same time it's a good thing. But yeah, so I need to catch up on a lot of work on that. There are like 3 videos that are in production hell right now because of like the covers are recorded, but the art is what's missing. And there's another one where I haven't done anything and I have to, well, I have done the line art I think for the art, but I haven't even recorded the song. And then there's this other project I started doing that I think I mentioned in the Discord server, where I decided to make the instrumental myself, and it was awesome and also very frustrating at some points. And that is done, but I have yet to record the actual cover and like the vocals, and then think of the art for the video. So yeah, that's gonna take a little bit more probably. And my objective with that one actually is to be able to release it on streaming services, so it might take a little longer as well, just because of that fact. I've been also looking into getting the Nezuko's Mom Lullaby, my cover of that, on streaming services, but I want to see if I can maybe recreate the little arrangement that that plays in the anime alongside it. If not, then I just upload it as like the acapella, like I did it on the channel. But I want to try and see, so I need time to do that as well. So there's a lot that I need to catch up on when it comes to the channel that I haven't been able to work on because of, you know, because this semester is like, you guys have seen it, like other times I've been able to handle everything, like juggle all my tasks, but this semester was really stressful and really hard, and I'm glad to see that I was not the only one, because I guess my gen mates in a way my classmates are also struggling. Like everyone is having trouble with something, even if it's not the same subject or the same teacher. Like everyone's struggling with like a lot of subjects. So apparently it's like a general thing. This semester just decided to throw out hands, and it threw them hard. So yeah, so I just wanted to be over, honestly. And then I also finished my tramits, blah 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 blah. Yeah, like the paperwork for my social service. So I am active now. Now I'm just waiting like for tasks and that, so I'm also gonna have to juggle that alongside everything else. But the good thing is that next semester I only have like 1 subject, because it's supposed to be like a pre-thesis preparation or something, and I believe like whatever theme you develop on that subject during the whole semester, you can also use as like your thesis if you want to graduate by doing a thesis, which is not my objective, but it's a good safety net just in case. But yeah, I think the workload gets reduced by a lot, precisely because usually by the last semester they want you to focus a little bit more on your social service, so you can like actually, you know, get your degree. So yeah, there's a lot. 2 themes: drink a warm glass of water every night and count sheep or something. They genuinely help. I tried the counting sheep. I haven't done the warm glass of water because, you know, it's very hot in here. Oh, hold on. What happened? Okay, there we go. Suddenly, like I've been having this problem where I don't know if like the cord of the Ethernet, however you call it. It's like if it has like a something, because sometimes it like disconnects and switches to Wi-Fi, and that's not good. But I got it fixed. I just moved it a little. I think it has to do something with a false cord or something, but that was weird. Anyway, but yeah, so I haven't tried the warm drinks because I'm not very inclined when you're at like 30 degrees at night, but I have tried before the counting sheep, and it doesn't get me like distracted. It doesn't get me to relax. It like backfires weirdly, and it doesn't like stress me out, but it just keeps me more like aware and awake in a weird way. So that's why I don't do that technique, because it hasn't worked for me so far. Hello, confused. I count palace, for example. Maybe I should try. You don't do it out loud? Yeah, I know. I do it in my head. I've never done it out loud, and still doesn't. My mind is louder than you think. My mind has way more activity than you think. So I've tried counting sheep in my head, but it's still and other things, but it's a little it like somehow backfires weirdly. We're talking about sleep problems? Yep. Cutting otters. Maybe that will help. Oh! My brain didn't like that, apparently. Yeah, maybe that'll help. Counting otters. Cute otters. Beautiful otters. Yeah, music works sometimes, but it really depends on what kind of music I put on. And I don't always have instrumentals, and there's also the fact that there are nights where I can sleep with my earbuds just fine, and there are other nights where like they itch, like they like get too into my ear in an uncomfortable way, and I have to take them off. So it has to do a lot with how like my, I guess, body is reacting to certain things that day, because sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. The only thing that hasn't worked whenever I've tried it is the counting sheep, but the earbud, for example, last night I tried putting music on, and then when music didn't work, I tried some ASMR, which usually knocks me out whenever I'm having trouble sleeping, but the earbud was feeling so uncomfortable in my ear that I just had to take it off and turn it off. I couldn't. So yep, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I guess it's just like a week right now that I'm dealing with. Hello, Ixan, welcome. I'm waking up at 6 AM now, so I had to come up with ways to fall asleep. Yeah, I'm waking up actually earlier than I was waking up before I left for my little trip. So that's, I guess, on the plus side. The problem is that I haven't been able to properly like reel back my actual like sleep time. Like you know, like how I was mentioning earlier that I go to sleep at like 2, but I stay awake until like 4, but I just lay in bed. And there are nights where it happens, there are nights where it doesn't. I think it has more to do with, like I said, like stress, because I'm on finals. So maybe by the time I'm finished, I'll be able to properly get that in check, but at least I'm waking up earlier. So that will help to eventually just get my sleeping back in track. You know, like my sleep hour. Can you put your phone on your nightstand so you don't have to wear earbuds? I could, but then I have to turn it on like really loud when it comes to ASMR, because then I barely hear it. But I have one of the people that I live with is very sensitive to sound, and they like detected like really, like they get awake pretty easily, and so they can hear it, because I've tried it before and they were like, can you turn that down? And I was like, okay, sure. Yeah, if I were by myself, then yeah, but the problem is that it bothers other people. They hear it through the walls, apparently. More like through the halls, because our rooms have like a room in the middle. So we're, I guess, 2 rooms apart, in a way. Like, it's my room, in the middle there's another one, and then there's their room. But they still hear it. And I don't know if it's through the hallway, even though I keep my door closed when I sleep. So, yep. Ooh, nice ambience. Okay, that could work, that could work. My brother punches her wall constantly for me to get me to shut up. No, they're like made of, is it concrete or is it block? No, they're made of block. You know that brick that is like thicker and gray and has like 2 little holes in the middle? That we call that block. The walls are made of that. So I don't know. Like, again, they're super sensitive for some reason to like sound. We've always had this problem. So yeah, that's why I also like wear headphones for almost everything when I'm on my computer. I got so used to it that now it weirds me out whenever I try to turn on the speakers, like instead of having my headset on. They're just superhuman, I guess. You went on a trip? Yeah, I was talking a little bit earlier that for Mother's Day I left on a little trip to visit my family, and I managed to get through that small break because I didn't really have anything to do since I left every assignment that I had to turn in. I left it like prepared or turn it in beforehand if I was able to, because there are some teachers that don't let you turn in the work until the actual date where you're supposed to send it. But yeah, I left everything ready, so I had no like, I didn't have to like rush anything with my old laptop. So I was pretty chill for like 3 days. I also got to meet up with one of my older cousins that I don't really get to see often, and his kid, because he has a kid now. And his kid is really cute, but you know, I think I've mentioned it before, I'm not really good with kids. Like, I don't know how to deal with them, so I just keep my distance. I like appreciating them from afar, not up close. But I seem to have like sort of magnet, because they always get curious around me and they want to interact with me, and I'm just like, please don't, please go away. My walls are just thin. Yeah, I do believe walls in most US houses that I've seen are very thin, so it makes more sense over there for like people to be able to hear things more easily. I feel like whenever I go to one of my cousin's house, I feel like if I just give it a light punch, I will break it. Because it just feels that thin. It's pretty easy to hear through it. But in my case, in my house, that's not... The walls are made of blocks, so I don't know. And his bed and my desk are against the same wall. Yikes. Are you saying that I should punch children? I don't punch children. I just politely ask them to leave me alone. When they are like old enough to understand that I don't want to play. When they're babies, they won't understand me, and I don't want the parents to get offended. So I just try my best to stay away from them. That's pretty much it. That's how I've dealt with my little cousins. Always. Punt like a football. Yeah, I can't do that either. Like, they're not... Only like 2 or 3 of them are little menaces. Like, they're wild and I can't tolerate them most of the time. But that's only 3 of them. Mostly it's just... Wait. Where are my blue strands? Do I have the blue strand? What happened to my blue strands? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, there they are. I don't know why I suddenly felt like I couldn't see them. Yeah, there they are. Very, like, light, but why is that hair sticking out? There's something amiss here. That didn't used to happen. Oh well, I'll figure it out later. It's probably had to do something with the configuration. That got messed up somehow. Maybe when I was doing the trailer for the model, but I don't think so. Anyway, I'm rambling. I just noticed that and I'm like, that doesn't look right. There we go. Anyway, children should stay far away. Yeah, you know, they can be nice sometimes, but I just don't know how to feel, like, how to deal with them in general. Aside from when they're like the ones that are annoying, in general, I just don't know how to deal with them. They make me uncomfortable and I feel awkward around them. Like, for example, my niece, when she was little, she often would ask me to like play with the dolls, like with her, and I felt awkward. I was a teenager, but also I just felt very awkward doing it, so I didn't like playing dolls with her. So I would just tell her, no, I don't want to play dolls. I can play something else. Or I would just grab a book and tell her I'm busy. And that sounds really cruel, but it doesn't come from a place of like, I don't want to hang out with you. It's more like, I don't know how to properly hang out with you, so I'd rather not, because I feel awkward and you're probably not gonna like how I'm gonna play anyway. I will say one of my little cousins just randomly decided I'm her favorite cousin, so she's always following me around. I don't know what to do half the time. That's me with my youngest nephew. He's a little menace. And he just decided that he likes me a lot, and so he's always asking about me whenever I'm with my parents and my dad video chats, like my aunt, and she's with him. He asks to see me. He specifically asks to call me so he can see me, and I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why he decided that I'm like his favorite person. aside from his family, for some, like his direct family, for some reason. And I never know how to properly react to that, and I'm like, don't. So whenever I visit, he's always like around me, and it's a bit of a general feeling with my nephews and niece. I don't know why I catch their attention, but especially when they were like smaller, they were always fighting over who would get to sit beside me whenever we would go out to eat or something. And I would be like, I just want to eat in peace. Please, leave me alone. I don't want that. I should not have this much responsibility just in general. Exactly. It's like, why? So it's just that I'm very awkward around children. I never know how to properly interact with them, so I just avoid them as much as I can. But for some reason, they seem to like me, and I don't understand it. I have to get back to work. Good luck. Bye. Bye, Con. Don't get in trouble too much, please. But yeah, I'm just very awkward around children in general, so that's why I tend to avoid them. And the same thing happens with the smallest of my cousins. He doesn't necessarily seek me out, but he feels oftentimes comfortable enough around me to just talk to me, which is something my other cousins, like from the youngest side, I guess, the others don't really do, because the problem is that there's such a big gap between us that they see me as an adult, but at the same time they know I am not part of like the other adults, as in like our parents and our uncles and aunts. I'm supposed to be one of them, but I'm too old to be one of them, if that makes sense. So they also don't know how to properly address me, and I always kept a safe distance from them, so they're one of them is actually a little bit scared of me. And I've never done anything to them, it's just that I don't really interact with them, so that's why they don't know how to approach me. But for some reason, the youngest one approaches me cautiously, but feels comfortable enough to just like sometimes ask me things and talk to me. And I don't know why that is, when I've never really properly formed any sort of bond with any of them. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm just awkward around children. But I'm often left to take care of them when their parents can't for some reason, so yeah, that's that. But anyway, but yeah, it was pretty much, even through that, it was a pretty relaxing weekend. So I guess I had a little bit of a break. And then it's back to stress and chaos, because as soon as I got back, everything got worse with those teachers that I was talking about earlier, that I don't know why they are teachers if they don't, they clearly don't like their jobs and don't do it well either. But anyway, so yeah, that was like my little story for the weekend, and also why I wasn't able to properly stream last week. Short of it all, I was just very busy, and then I had to go away to visit my family for Mother's Day, and it was pretty good. And then I came back and everything turned into chaos again, and now we're here. So but funnily enough, I have enough time to properly stream at least like an hour or two. So yeah, so this one was just to catch up a little bit. Tomorrow I want to do a little bit more practice on Undertale, because I haven't touched it since last practice, obviously. But I do want to keep practicing a little bit before we get into a stream where we'll try to just stream until we beat Sans. and then probably the game, because as far as I'm aware, no spoilers, but as far as I'm aware, I think Sans is the last boss on the genocide run. So as in, it's the last like proper fight. Before I started playing genocide run, I thought he was the only fight. I didn't know Undyne was a fight, but I think he's the last one. And then after that, like, you still encounter different characters, but they're not as big of a threat anymore. So I want to get in a little bit more practice before we actually make a stream where I'm gonna have to beat him, and then probably the game as well. And I want to, if I can stream on Friday, which everything seems to indicate that I'll be able to, I want to start a new game. I know I made a poll on the Discord server not that long ago, and most of you want me to start Poppy Playtime, which, first of all, I only have chapter 1, so we would leave on a cliffhanger anyway, and I do want to play it, but I haven't had the time to properly like test it to see if I'm gonna be able to have the model up, or if I'm gonna have to pull up PNG Leo for that, and how good the visuals are regardless of that on the stream. So because I haven't been able to do that, I'm gonna push it back a little bit more, but it is on the deck. Like, I am going to play it, like I said, ever since the first time I tried to. I do want to play it. I just need the time to properly test things to see that everything works. I don't want to just like ball it and then everything turning into utter chaos. So I needed time to properly do that. After I'm finished with the semester, I'm probably gonna have time to do that. So I'm gonna push it back a little bit, and I want to play a couple of games that are like shorter-ish, and more than that, they're just like easier to get into and play, which is I think it's another visual novel. I don't remember properly if it's just a visual novel or if it's a visual novel RPG, but it's the one that's called Start Again, which is one that I've been wanting to play for a little bit, and I think it's also made by the same, or at least it was distributed by the same distributor as a Date with Death, because they had the background, like the PC wallpaper for it in the game, if I remember correctly. So it is technically by the same producers, distributors, I think. I'm not quite sure, but at least like they all manage those games. So yeah, so I want to start playing that one, and according to how long to beat that one on completionist mode should take about 4 hours, so we should be good for like 2 or 3 streams maybe. So yeah, so I've been going to play that one for a little bit, so we're gonna start with that. Start again with that, and then I'll be able to like start checking which games I can like start playing. So yeah, Omori is not short. I know for a fact that Omori is not short. Omori is a full-ass game that is gonna take me forever to finish, because I now know, without spoilers of the story necessarily, that the combat system is pretty similar to like a Pokemon combat system, as in you encounter enemies in the wild and they stop you and you have to fight them. And I both love and hate that combat system so much, because sometimes it just gets annoying that you can walk 2 steps without running into something. So that game is not short at all. I know that for a fact, and I do want to start playing it because I promised it to you guys last year, and I have it because I bought it. So I do want to play it. I'm just scared about how long that's gonna take to finish, because obviously we're not gonna go completionist mode on that. Yeah, but you can dodge them and you fight them, then you're gone until you rest. So not just popping up as you walk. But yeah, I'm just scared of how long it's gonna take me to beat it. Completionist according... Okay, I use howlongtobeat.com as a template or like an estimate of how long it's gonna take me. Usually completionist mode takes me like an hour or two longer than what it says there. So for example, if start again takes around 4 hours to actually do in completionist mode, it will probably take me 5 to 6 hours. Omori, according to How Long to Beat, in completionist mode, takes like 72 hours. Hello, Boba. Welcome. Oh, I looked at chat and then I disappeared. Nice. My name is Leo. Welcome. We're just doing a small just chatting about what I did last week and the games that we're gonna be trying to start next during the following weeks. So yep, that's pretty much it. We're just chilling, so no worries. But yeah, Omori is long. I can't even find the time to play a little and I am still in the tutorial after 2 months. Yeah, that like according to How Long to Beat, completionist mode is 72 hours, so like 3 days. That's gonna take me like... You remember how long it took me to beat Amnesia? Amnesia Memories took me like 7 months, if I remember correctly, and that was supposed to be 38 hours long in or 36 in completionist mode. I obviously took longer. So Omori in completionist mode, unless I like make small breaks in between and then it's like, hey, we're back into the thing, or I try to like speed run some things off stream, is gonna be extremely long and probably very boring for you guys. So that's why I'm very hesitant on that. Except I sub. Good. Another one. Another set of kneecaps that I can steal whenever I want. Hehe. Anyway. But yeah, Amnesia Memories. Not the horror game. Another one bites the dust. Yay. But not a horror game. The visual novel. Otome dating sim. Amnesia Memories. I don't remember if you were already here confused when I was still playing that, but that one there are, I believe, like 16 streams. I can check it right now because we finished playing it in December. Hold on. It has... Wait, I can't see. Hold on. Let me take out the... It took 19 streams over the course of my first Amnesia Memory stream was already a year ago. What? I'm just realizing, hold on, when did I start streaming that? April 22nd of 2023? April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. It took me technically, yeah, 7 months. It's according to the timeline, it's 8 months, but it was actually 7 months because during October I took a break from it because I dedicated October to just playing like spooky games. But yeah, it took me 7 months to finish that. And that that game has one of my longest streams, which was 5 hours, and it still took me 7 months to beat. They're really good. Like, at least the one that I'm talking about, the dating sim one, is really good. And I think they have like another 3 games, but 2 of them are only available on the Switch. And I don't have the money to buy them right now, so... But I really want them. So I do want to play them in the future. Maybe by myself. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, in like me playing those on stream, like the sequels, but those are good. No, I know the origin, like the Amnesia game, Amnesia TM alone is a spooky game, but Amnesia Memories is a dating sim visual novel that had an anime adaptation back in like 2012 or something. So oh yeah, I have that the whole stream series is here on YouTube of that game, like the Otome one. I have Switch. Nice. But yeah, so that game has, I think there are 4 games total, but the only one available on Steam is the first one, and then the other 2 are available on the Switch, on the Nintendo Switch, but I haven't bought them yet. And the last one, I think, never, at least up till this point, has not gotten like an official like translation. Like it hasn't been like what's the word, localized yet. So that one is only available in Japanese, I think. Yeah, that's my Spy Family calendar actually, that I am supposed to change each month, but this month I haven't had the time to draw the May poster, so we're still technically in April. But yeah, it is a Spy Family calendar that I have. But yeah, so yeah, that game took me 19 streams, and according to how long to beat, that should have taken me like 38 hours if I remember correctly. So now imagine if I actually play Omori in completionist mode on stream. We're never gonna end. So yeah, that's why I'm very not inclined to do that. But what we could maybe try with breaks in between is that I replay the game off stream, so I can show you guys the rest of the endings or new content, I guess, if you want. And also as to not make it like super tedious. But I don't know, because that can also take a very long time. And again, I am very behind on channel work. You should do it once this is your full-time job, I guess. Yeah. But you know, that's why I'm not very inclined to actually like play it in completionist mode, just because I also don't think it would be very entertaining to just watch me go through the same playthrough again and again just to get the different endings, because in this case, because it's a very long one. And when it comes to visual novels, it's easier to skip things and also quicker to get to certain parts of the story. So that's why it's like that those games are like a better format, I guess, to do those things, to get like multiple endings and all of that. But Omori being a very fully fledged RPG is very complicated for that. Yeah, Omori has different endings. Did you not know that? Confused? Like, of course there's the true ending that that exists, but it has multiple endings. Did you not know that? That's why I don't want to play it in completionist mode. That's why it takes 72 hours, because you have to replay, like, I think almost most of the game for certain, like, things. That's why I'm hesitant about it. If it's just to get like the main ending, yeah, absolutely, I will play the full thing. But the rest of the endings are the problem. That's why. But yeah. But aside from Omori, I also have another visual novel that is similar to the Amnesia one I was talking about, ish. That is slightly less, slightly shorter than Amnesia, but that I've also been wanting to play for a while. But that was completely out of pure selfish desire to play it because I love the premise. Maybe I will indulge in that during my birthday month. Maybe I could do that. I have the power to do that. Huh. I like that idea. Anyway, I also want to start at. There's another visual novel that I bought in December that is like 40 something hours long, because it has like 12 different endings or something. No, more than 30 endings, I think, because there are like 12 romanceable characters. So there's that. And I haven't a full list of games that I have yet. Oh, I want to play Valhalla so bad. I need to play Valhalla so bad. I would try to play FNAF games if my computer were able to properly run them. Ultimate Custom Night was a nightmare to get to work, and it still was extremely laggy. So that's the only thing that I hesitate with when it comes to FNAF games, because I have a couple of them, but yeah. Valhalla, I think it's not a fighting game. I think it's more of like an RPG style, like visual novel. It has like a pixel style, which makes it feel very RPG, but I think it's mostly a visual novel with some RPG elements. I don't remember exactly, but it was back when I watched playthroughs of it. It was really cool, but that one is not very romance based. That's more like story based. So I really want to play that. There's also The Imposter Factory, which has a very interesting premise. The Red Strings Club. No, Valhalla. Like the place where the Greek gods go to, I think, or the warriors when they die in battle. But instead, this is a bar in a cyberpunk-esque city. There's also an animal detective game. I forget the name of it. I just remember that it has like chicken. It's somewhere in the title. In that it's supposed to be in like a very noir style, and it looks pretty fun. And a couple of others that I just have there waiting in the line. I also want to get back into the Sonic Adventure 2 game. I already have a controller that I can play with. Now the only thing that worries me is the graphics. That's why I need to save up for a new computer, Chad, because there are a lot of games that are like very limited to me just because of the graphics. So yeah. But anyway, for now at least, I know that I'm gonna be playing Start Again on Friday. We still need to finish Undertale anyways. which should take us at least, I think, another 3 to 4 streams. And there are also a lot of itch.io games that look very good that I want to play live. And there's another game that is also very selfish. The word request, or more like no, more like a very selfish pick of mine that I still don't know if I want to. Because of that, still don't know if I want to stream it or if I should just play it on my own, which is a game that's called Protostar Twilight, I believe. That it's about some VTubers that I like, as well as Idol Showdown, which is a Hololive fan game that I've also been wanting to play for a while, but I haven't, because again, I never like properly decided if I want to play them like live or if I just want to play them on stream for funsies. I know Sodu has, I think, played like Showdown, like Ultimate Idol Showdown, I think it's the name or something. But I haven't, because I've been very indecisive about that. But I guess we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll ask you guys later over on the Discord server. If you haven't joined the Discord server, join the Discord server. I make polls there about the games that we're gonna play and all of that. And it's also just a nice way to bond with the rest of the community, the rest of my little snowbats. So yeah, those are two games that I've been wanting to play, but I haven't because I'm not quite sure. Honestly, the only upside thing about me not having a proper like video card to play graphically heavy games on stream is that I can't play Genshin live. And you may ask, but Leo, why is that a good thing? Because if I were able to play Genshin on stream, I would just become a full-on Genshin streamer. I would probably not play anything else other than Genshin because I am obsessed, and I usually don't get time to play it on my off stream. So I would just sit there for 6 to 7 hours playing Genshin, I think, daily. Because I also haven't progressed a whole lot with the story. We must prevent the timeline. I mean, if I ever get to, maybe I could do that on Twitch and actually use my Twitch for something. And that would be just pure Genshin. Because I haven't streamed on Twitch in like 3 years, I think, at this point. But yeah, but what I could do in that case, if that ever came to happen, it could be that I either just occasionally play it on stream here, or I just play Genshin on Twitch every day or something. I don't know, but yeah, I would just become a full-on Genshin streamer, and you would just watch me collect plants for like 6 or 7 hours because I am a hoarder, because resources are very limited and very high on demand. So yeah, but with that, I think that's pretty much it. So for now, we have a couple of games in mind. I will be doing the respective polls later. We already have a bit of a plan for at least the next the rest of this week and the following week. Hello, Obama. Nice to see you. Thank you for always lurking, whenever you can, at least. I love my lurkers, by the way. Never feel bad about not chatting. I get the feeling sometimes you're just too busy or you don't know how to interact with chat, and that's completely fine. Hi. But yeah, so we have at least a plan for the rest of this week and the next week, and then after that we can figure it out from there. So I will be making the respective polls later on the Discord server. Join the Discord server. And with that, thanks so much for coming. Thanks so much for being here and giving me an hour of your time. I will be seeing you tomorrow with more Undertale practice. And yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Okay? Bye bye, chat. Bye bye. Stinger, woo! I never get used to that. I should probably make another one, but I need time to animate one. But yeah, anyway. Bye bye, chat. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow.